EVO is the crucible in which champions are formed. To win, you have to play more matches than you would at any other tournament against the best players in the world. But winning EVO is the second hardest thing a fighting game player can do. There's something even harder.
Luffy! Luffy has done it! He has taken Evolution 2014!
Winning EVO from the losers bracket is the absolute hardest thing a fighting game player can accomplish. And try doing it all with a PlayStation 1 controller. Olivier Luffy High came into EVO 2014 as one of Europe's best Street Fighter IV players. His reputation in his homeland of France was unparalleled, being one of a handful of players to take games off of some of Asia's best. Luffy sent Daigo Umehara to the losers bracket at the World Game Cup 2010, outplaced Infiltration at World Cyber Games 2011, and defeated Mago at DreamHack Winter 2013.
Luffy takes it 2-0 over Mago.
Luffy might not have won every tournament, but his methodical, precise play with Rose earned him a reputation.
Back in Street Fighter IV, he played Rose, which is a more like defensive kind of movement character. He really is just about that kind of character where he can move around and do what he wants and force scrambles in the position he wants.
This guy was one of the strongest European Street Fighter IV players, and he was doing it all on a controller that was older than the game he was playing. Luffy started EVO 2014 strong. He was the only big name in his starting pool and made it out quickly. But once he moved on, he ran into trouble. Luffy ran into Jean. Luffy couldn't beat him. He fell to losers, where he faced off against Tokido, the murder face himself, and eked out a win to qualify for top 32. But his journey through the losers bracket was only beginning. Luffy moved forward to play against Mise, the best Makoto player in the world, winning 2-1. Then he faced off against Mago and his deadly Fei Long, earning yet another close win, 2-1. Luffy made it into top 16, where he faced off against Aita, an unpredictable Akuma player known for his wild play.
Luffy has dashed into so
Oh, backdash against the throw attempt, against his own throw. And just like that, Luffy. Do you think Aita went for
Ultra 2
yes,
or something?
I think he was going for Ultra 2, and there's Team France.
Next came EX Pugera.
Pugera's shown willingness to do almost anything. This is where Luffy's making money. He finds it. The Dizzy. It's going to be Europe moving on.
And Luffy takes it. He has eliminated FGC Pugera.
Every game of his losers bracket run so far was close, but his hardest trials were yet to come. In top 8, Luffy faced off against Momochi, who was on a hot streak of his own in the losers bracket.
Luffy just building all the meter in the world, almost has an Ultra, even though he's taken very little damage. There it is.
Activate Ultra yet? No, he's going to save it.
Momochi down to his last hope. What's it going to be? Oh!
Just stands up into the fireball and everything is coming up roses for Luffy. He has defeated Momochi.
Singapore's Gact was next, but his Fei Long fell in another 3-0 sweep.
Close it out. Oh, he got him!
There it is!
It's going to be very close.
Ooh. And Luffy says there will be no repeat victory for Singapore. He's going to keep hope alive.
Then came Snake Eyes, but Luffy came out on top with his closest set of the tournament.
Snake Eyes doesn't want to bite. Wow, getting swept again, and now eating the fireball. That's going to put him on his heels in danger zone. For Snake Eyes, get boot to the head again. Oh, that's opportunity. Luffy dancing away. Oh, look at that
throw! Luffy has taken out Snake Eyes. Europe is going to continue forward here in this tournament.
The guts on that guy.
Luffy moved on to the losers final against Fudo. But Luffy didn't just win, he crushed Fudo.
Any combo here will lead to super. And just like that.
The kill, but he's in a great position.
Oh, it's Luffy!
Luffy has made it to grand finals, the fight against Bon Chen.
There was only one player left in the bracket for Luffy to conquer.
Luffy fighting for European pride. And for French pride,
Luffy took the first 2 games quickly, putting Bonchan on the back foot, but Bonchan rallied, taking the 3rd game.
So brave on Bonchan's
what'll it
part.
be? Neither wants to commit. Oh, he made range!
Oh, and Bonchan getting in there, taking 1 game.
Luffy was unfazed, taking the final game of the set and resetting the bracket with 2 straight rounds.
What? Wow, Bonchan going nothing.
Yes! And the bracket has been reset by Luffy.
Unbelievable.
Every major European player was right in front of the stage, ready to give Luffy advice going into the next set.
The
Luffy.
collected think tank of Europeans' greatest Street Fighter minds, all there cheering him on, getting him their best.
He had 3 more games to win. Bonchan looked shook going into the 2nd set.
Whoever loses here is out in 2nd place, and we will be crowning a new Evolution 2014 champion.
Luffy was running a train over him, mixing up block strings and getting in his face, but Bonchan barely answered.
I talk about how Luffy is playing with confidence. I see the exact opposite in Bonchan. He is playing so tentatively.
Luffy went up 1-0, but he wasn't done.
Wants to close this out, knows his victory is within his grasp. What? Oh!
Luffy took game 2, and while Bonchan was trying as hard as he could, Luffy was always a step ahead.
Is he gonna challenge?
Yeah, she's gonna be safe from that.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Nothing tricky. Showing respect.
Get in the
against
goal! That's enough! Luffy's reads have been immaculate.
Bonchan finding the throw. That is Rose's face.
Oh, good damage. And now he's got Luffy in the corner. Oh, but again, a backwards throw. This is not done yet.
Fakes the level 3 focus. Now gonna dance in. You won't take the bait? Fine, I'll walk up and throw you. And you can predict the timing of his walk-up throws occasionally based on the position of the orbs. They're looking very close.
Oh, beautiful neutral jump for Bonchan. But remember, he did this last time. Brought it to 2-1.
Bonchan managed to eke out a win in game 3, but Luffy didn't let it get to him.
Oh, punish him. Oh, wow. He knew Bonchan was going to go for the throw, so he went for the close forward. Got the combo off of it.
All Luffy had to do was keep up his incredible play.
Soul Satellite.
Oh, no!
Ooh, too far.
Wow.
But he gets the throw. Here we go. Just a tiny chunk of life left.
Oh, battles back. No. Bonchan trying to close the door. Trying to keep him out. Needs the reflect.
And Luffy uses some meter for an EX Fireball. So no more Soul Spiral into supers.
But Bonchan also out of meter. Oh no! Oh no!
That's it! Luffy has done it! He has taken Evolution 2014!
Unbelievable! It is France. It will be your champion over Japan.
Luffy completed the most incredible losers run in Street Fighter history. His final record was 17-1, with wins over Takedo, Mise, Mago, Aita, Pugero, Momochi, Gact, Snake Eyes, Fudo, and of course, Bonchan. His EVO win has cemented him as a legendary player, one who can always turn the tables and beat players who should, by all accounts, crush him. For weeks after his win, people debated how Luffy could have defeated all these players, but it didn't matter. All that matters is that he did it.
Thanks for watching. If you want more great content, be sure to hit that subscribe button.